Hello everyone, have you ever visited a website and wondered what other pages might be hiding behind the scenes? Pages that are not linked anywhere, such as the secret admin panels and other hidden directories that the developer might not want the regular user to have access to. Today I'm going to introduce a tool called GoBuster that helps you discover these hidden parts of websites. Whether you are learning about web security, doing bug bounty hunting, or just curious about how websites are structured, this tool is incredibly useful. So let's get to it. So what exactly is GoBuster? GoBuster is what we call directory and file enumeration tool. The Go in the GoBuster refers to the programming language it is written in, the Go language, which makes it super fast. We are talking blazing fast compared to other old tools. And the best part is it's completely free and open source. And if you have kaliLinux installed, you are in luck. Let me walk you through how to actually use GoBuster. So I'll come to my terminal and then I'm going to say GoBuster, then -H for the help menu. And with that, you can see we are presented by different options that we can use to run our GoBuster tool. So I'm just going to say GoBuster. Then you must specify what you want to look for. So for us, we want to look for directories. So I'm going to say dir. Then you must provide the URL. So we use -u for the URL. Then I'm going to say http://. So I have a damn vulnerable web application running on the background. And I already gave it a host name, but you can still use the IP address. So for my case, the IP address is 192.168.232.131. Okay. Then you must provide a word list that is going to use to brute force those particular domain names. So for this case, I'm going to use /usr share wordlist DRB. I'm going to use the DRB. Then there is a word list called common.txt. Okay. Then at the end, you can provide -e for file extensions that you want to look for. So I might be looking for PHP files. I might be looking for HTML files. I might be looking for JavaScript files. And also I might look for images. And with that, you have completed writing the command that you can use to do the directory enumerations together with file enumerations. So I'm going to press enter. And you can see we are getting results from the GoBuster. So another thing about GoBuster, you need to understand what we call the HTTP status codes, because it's going to provide different status codes for different files and directories that is going to find. Okay, so these are the results that we get. So how does it actually work? GoBuster uses what we called a word list, the one that we have provided, and then it's going to do something we call a dictionary attack, whereby it will go through every name in that word list to see if it returns a response, this particular status code. So if it gets status codes like 403, which means that that page is not supposed to be accessed by normal users, or you are forbidden from accessing that page, is going to record on our screen. And if it gets status code like 300, which redirect us to different pages on our site, it's also going to print that. And the most important one are the status code for 200, which means that a normal user can access those particular sites. Before you run off and start scanning website, just because a tool exists doesn't mean that you can use it anywhere. Scanning websites without permission is illegal in most countries and can be considered unauthorized access or even an attack. You could face criminal charges, fines, and even worse. If you want to practice, use this intentionally on vulnerable sites like the damn vulnerable web application or Hack the Box or Try Hack Me. These platforms are specially created for people who want to learn security testing legally and safely. So the limitations about GoBuster is it can only find what is inside the word list. If a directory has completely random or unique name that are not in the word list, GoBuster won't be able to find them. Some websites have protection like rate limiting, captchas, or web application firewalls that can block or slow down GoBuster scans. And there you have it, GoBuster explained in a way that hopefully makes sense. It's a powerful tool for discovering hidden parts of a website, whether you are learning security testing or testing your own site or pursuing career in cybersecurity. Just remember to always use it ethically and legally. If you found this video helpful, smash the like button and subscribe for more beginner-friendly security content. Drop a comment below if you have any questions that you want me to cover and other tools. I'll put links in the description to download GoBuster and practice platforms that you can use, and also the word list that I recommend you to use when you're using directory enumeration tools. Stay curious, stay ethical. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.